thing I want to do is to walk you through the documentation so that you can easily find your way around the documentation when you get there and not get confused. So here is the documentation. So you have to go to react.dev, and here in react.dev, there are two major places you can go to, or you need to go to. One is the Learn React, and the other one is the API reference. This is the documentation. It's not so much. It gives you everything you need to know. This is just the home page where you're introduced to a bunch of stuff. All right. So Learn React is the first place I think you should go if you are just starting now. So we'll just go there, and here's a quick start that helps you to really get started with components, states, JSX, styles, and many other things like that. All right. And then here is let me say a full tutorial that would help you to understand how React works and how it is related to JavaScript basically. So you could check it out. And in this thinking in React, it basically helps you to understand the inner workings of React and how React is built, why this or why that, how every file is related to the other file and stuff like that. Here in the installation, you learn how to install React, but you also learn how to add React to an existing project, how to try it out with already established frameworks like Next.js, Gatsby, and all the like, how to connect it to TypeScript, and even how to use the React developer tool that help you to debug your projects when you are building. Then down here, we have describing your UI. Here is where you really learn about your components proper, how to render a list, your UI as a tree, and all those stuff, those cool stuff. Then we have the interactivity part. So this way you learn about events, you learn about states and stuff like that. Then here you learn about actually managing states. You really talk about what's the name, scaling up our application using context. We look at states between components and all of that. All right. So the final part here would be the advanced part, that is to escape hatches, and I don't think you should come to this side if you're just starting out, except you're not. All right. And after here, the next place you should be looking at is the references here. So this gives a more specific reference or a more in-depth dive to a bunch of things. We have what we call hooks. You get to learn about hooks here and all the hooks that you need. I have a video that I've made on this. You can check it out. And here's a component. You have built-in components, and then you can also build your own component. We have a few API like lazy loading, like create context, cache, and all those stuff, like use that is used to create hook, stuff like that. You would expand on your knowledge on hook if you come down a little bit more. This is currently React 19, just in case. We also have the components here that really help you out. All these are under React 19. All right. Here in the APIs, we have a few things that you would love. For example, the preload here, the flush sync, and all of that. Down here we have the client API. Basically it's the create route and the hydrate route. Then we have the server APIs, all of that, all those good stuff. Down here we have the server component. You love to read about it when you get here, and we have the directives, all of that. Finally, there's the legacy React APIs. You might just want to read up on that, and nothing serious. Then we have the community, where there's meetups, React conferences, videos, team, and all of that. I am really impressed by the team here. When you think about the Andrew Clark, Dan Abramov, Eli Height, and all of them that have been contributing to the progress of this framework, all of them like that. You can check all of this out there. It's the blog, and that's it. Here in the blog you can keep up to date with the trend and all of that. So this is just the quick walkthrough around the documentation and things you really need to know. So with that, we've been able to check out all of this, the intro and the documentation walkthrough. So let me just